Welcome back to Hype FM, celebrating the best and latest in New Zealand music. Today's special guest is indie singer-songwriter Becca Caffyn.
Hello.
Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
How have you been?
I'm good.
Yeah?
How are you?
Good. Doing good today. And I wanted to start off with this conversation around where it all started for you. What inspired you to start singing and making music and all that?
Wow. When I was younger, I was a really big Taylor Swift fan.
Nice.
I've thought about this a lot
Yeah.
because I was a huge Taylor Swift fan, and I think I always liked singing. I would always sing while I did my work at school.
Yeah.
I'd always walk around the house and like blah, 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 as a kid.
Yeah.
Like that kind of thing. And then I really loved Taylor Swift, and I wanted to be like Taylor Swift, so I started writing songs.
Amazing.
Which is kind of embarrassing.
No, it's
But
not. I think a
don't-
lot of people will have started singing songs and writing music because of her. So
Yeah, I don't think it was so much that I wanted to write songs.
Yeah.
It was that
Oh, you
I
wanted
to be like
yeah.
Taylor Swift.
Cool. What was your favorite Taylor Swift song then and then now?
Well, Red, the album Red,
Yeah.
came out when I was 10.
Oh wow.
And so that was like big for me.
Yeah.
And that's still my favorite Taylor Swift album.
It's a great album.
But I do love Folklore as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's so good. And we're here to celebrate the release of your mini EP, Always.
Yes.
How does it feel to have that out for everyone to be able to listen to it?
Really good. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
It was written, recorded in the first half of 2022.
Oh wow.
So it's been like 2 years.
Yeah.
Which things always take a long time
Yeah,
to do.
100%.
But it's good to have it out.
Nice. And what were your main artistic influences going into this mini EP? And also just growing up in general?
Well, I think with this EP specifically, we got development funding from New Zealand On Air. So we
awesome.
did quite a lot of sessions, and we used to do Song of the Day every day in the session, which is me and Noah, the producer,
Yeah.
which was so fun because I commuted to Devonport from Mount Albert, so I had like a lot of time to
Yeah.
listen to music.
Yeah, 100%.
And I would listen to albums, and then I would show something to Noah. So like Burning Time, the end of that,
Yep.
we listened to Reckless Driving by Lizzie McAlpine. And we
I
were like,
love that song. It's one of my favorite songs.
yeah, we were like, oh, that's really cool. So let's think about a lot of it's Lizzie McAlpine.
Yeah.
A lot of the influences
Cool.
on this, like Hallways as well. She did that live EP.
Yep.
And so we thought it would be cool to do a live song. So that's all just one continuous
wow.
take, one
Awesome.
guitar, one vocal, and like a room mic.
Yeah. Wow.
yeah.
That's awesome.
So that was basically Lizzie McAlpine
Okay, great.
for this EP. But there's so many other people, like obviously Taylor Swift,
Yep.
Julia Jacklin,
Yep.
Maggie Rogers, Phoebe Bridges.
Great
There's-
female icons.
They're just, I love them all.
Yeah. No, that's so great. And yeah, it sounds amazing.
Thank you.
Always is just an absolutely stunning song, and you start off the EP with that. Are you calling it an EP?
I called
Was
it
it
a
a
mini
collection?
EP,
Mini EP?
because I felt like it was too short to be called an EP.
No, I
But
feel like it's okay.
EP,
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Okay,
an EP.
cool. Yeah, I absolutely love that song. Can
Thank
you tell
you.
us about the concept behind this track?
We actually wrote the lyrics the morning that we recorded it.
Wow.
Yeah, so we had this guitar that we really liked, and then I went into another room and I sat down and I wrote all the lyrics.
Yeah.
But I think it was about when I finished high school and I was 18, I was just rearing to go, get out of my hometown. That sort of like, I just was ready to do everything. And then it was about a year and a half after I'd moved out, and it was like being really happy about doing the things you always wanted to do, like I lived in Auckland, so like living in the city, and I was meeting all these cool people and I was doing music stuff, but then I also really missed my mum.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think it was kind of that bittersweetness of like, it's so exciting to be in charge of your life and like do what you want to do, but it's also sad to leave like your childhood behind, I guess.
Yeah, no, I feel like a lot of people can relate to that, and I was the same in the fact that as soon as I could leave home, and I wanted to get out of my hometown and explore the world in a sense.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. And then Gas Money, another magical song. Yes. What was the inspiration behind this one?
This song is it's sort of similar. It's about like the last summer with your friends.
Yeah.
Before you kind of all go off. Because there is a point where you've, like your high school friends, you do all of high school with them, you hang out with them, you see them every day at school, you hang out every weekend, and then there's this point where you just all go. Yeah. And it like will never be the same again. Yeah. So it was kind of like at the end of the summer, we'd been on these road trips, and it was like, oh, I'll send you gas money at the end, and then it's like maybe that might be the last time that we ever talk, is like after.
Yeah, it is scary to think about that, and I think when you're in the moment, you're like, oh yeah, like we'll definitely catch up, and I'll see you soon, and we'll make time, and then things sort of like people drift apart, and you live your own journeys, and it is kind of sad to like reflect on that.
Yeah, there's some people I haven't seen since high school, really. Yeah. Which is crazy.
Yeah. How old are you now?
I'm 21.
Oh, yeah. So
this is my 4th year out of school.
Wow.
So it's like people are graduating as well. So there's like another turning point. Yeah. Like finished high school, now finishing uni, things.
Yeah. Yeah. No, there are those like key moments in life where, to look back on and be like, oh, wow, a lot has changed since then. Yeah. And even between like high school and uni, you met all these people that you never knew before, and now you've got like completely new lifelong friends. So that's really cool.
Yeah, it's like my life is totally different than when I left school.
Yeah, and it's always changing. Yeah, which is scary.
I think I write a lot about like change and growing up and that sort of thing. I guess I'm always thinking about it. So
100%, and it's always a great thing to write about because it can connect to so many people as well. And the last song in this collection is Burning Time. It's so amazing again.
Thank you.
And I think, all the songs are a great little collection, and they all kind of intertwine with one another, which is really great. What was the writing and production process like for this one, Burning Time?
This one started with the ending idea. We knew we wanted to do a big end. Yeah. And then I'd just been mucking around with that little chord progression, and I had the first verse, and so we thought, oh, let's take that, and then we'll chuck the ending. Yeah. Chuck the end. Yeah. Yeah. And it kind of just, it was pretty easy, this one. I think it came pretty easily. It's actually not a very complex song structure-wise. Like it's verse, chorus, verse, second chorus, and then the big on the end. Yeah. Yeah, so it was... this is, I think, the only song I've released that I play guitar on.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I normally...
Good on you.
Thanks. It's because we wanted it to be not perfect.
Oh, really?
I think it sounds great. Thank you. We wanted it to be like a little bit rough, so I played it.
Nice.
Because I'm not the best instrumentalist. But it was nice to actually play on something. Yeah. When I listened to it, I'm like,
that's cool.
That's me.
Nice. And what was your favourite part overall working on these songs?
We had so much fun in the studio. I don't know where it came from, but we came up with the measurement of beans in terms of like vocal production. So like how much oomph to give a vocal.
Right.
So in Gas Money, for example, there's a part where everything kind of drops out and they sing really quiet. Right. So that was like, we were like 2 beans.
Oh, just like, gotcha.
Give it 2 beans. And then at the end of Burning Time, it was like all the beans. And for some reason, it was really helpful we'd be like, oh, this part feels like about 100 beans. And I just, we had so much fun. We were being sort of silly, but like getting things done. And we were really on the same page. And for some reason, it made so much sense.
Now that you've explained it,
Yeah.
I get it and I love it. I think it's important to push and pull in these songs. And what makes a great performance is that you're not fully 100%.
Yeah, not
100% beans.
Yeah.
100 beans all the time, you know. You want to give some vulnerability and delicacy, but then there's times where you can just like belt it out.
Yeah, it definitely
Or
helped
the
with
production is big.
Yeah, with the dynamics of
Yeah.
it, to be like, oh, this part doesn't feel like it needs many beans.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
What's
So-
the overall average beans for these songs, do you think? Like, where is it sitting?
I tend to be quite low on my vocal beans.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
quite soft. Like the end of Burning Time was very new
Yeah.
for me. I don't
Yeah.
really do that. It was fun. I would say like 30 beans.
Yeah, yeah.
So like a 30 bean level.
And then it gives you so much room
so
to go
so much
big.
upward
Yeah.
bean movement.
I love that.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
cool.
should-
I'm gonna think about that with literally every song I listen to from now
it's
on.
quite
Yeah.
helpful.
Yeah. Okay, that's great. New Zealand Music Month. So
Yes.
it's great. What I wanted to ask you, what are some of your favorite artists right now? And are there any songs in particular that you especially love at the moment?
I have so many.
What's the list?
Okay, I have to start with my friend Benjamin Mack.
Oh yeah.
I
So good.
adore his music so much. It's so great. He's just put out another EP.
Yep.
He like really cranks them out.
He really does.
He has always got something. Every time I see him, he's like, "Oh, let me show you 5 new songs that I just wrote."
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, what? And he works with so many different producers, and he produces himself.
Yep.
I really loved the first EP that he did. We co-wrote 2 songs
Oh, awesome.
for it, which was really fun. And the last one is called Let the Doorbell Ring, I think is
Yeah.
the name. I'm 99% sure.
So good.
I love that one. It's so cool. Yeah, it's the second to last on Lonely Winter Castle, that EP.
That's a great EP.
So great. I love that one.
Mm.
I also, I love Borderline.
Oh yeah.
They're so fun
So
live.
good.
I opened for them on tour last year, and the best part was that I got to go to a Borderline show every night.
Yeah, that's so great
Yeah.
to see an artist that you really love.
Yeah. And you're feeling good because you just played on stage. You've got all this energy, and then you're like, oh my gosh, my favorite band.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
so good.
And then like I love There's a Tuesday. I love Bexy. I love Goodwill.
Yeah.
I love Frank on Tap.
Yes.
Hot Sauce Club. Oh.
Yeah.
The list goes on.
The
There's
list goes
so
on.
many.
Yeah, there's so many good ones at the moment.
There's some really, really great New Zealand music.
Yeah, and I think they also span across lots of different genres as well, which
Yeah.
is awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. This might be a big question because you
Okay.
did list your artists that inspired you before, but if you had
Okay.
one dream collaboration, like if you could collaborate with anyone on a song, who would it be? You can have more than one answer if you like.
Wow. Oh, I think probably Phoebe Bridges.
Oh yeah, that's a great pick.
Like or like all of Boy Genius.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would be great.
You could bring them back.
Also, I love Joni Mitchell.
Yeah.
That would be really cool.
nice.
But that's quite intimidating to me. I feel like I wouldn't want to mess with that. I'd actually just want her to do it.
Oh, right.
Because like she's so great on her own.
she
I'd
could
be
write a
like-
song for you.
Yeah, I'd be like,
Yeah.
actually, Joni, you just do it.
Yeah, right.
You are perfect.
What
Don't
sort of
change.
song would you write with Boy Genius? What would be the vibe and what would be the concept, do you
Well, it
think?
would definitely be sad
Yeah.
because I
It
like
would have
that.
to
They
be.
like that. It can't be a happy song.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be.
No.
Oh, I don't know. Harmonies. It would definitely have a lot of harmonies.
Mm.
My favorite Boy Genius song is Ketchum ID. Do you know that one?
I don't think I do.
It's an older one.
Okay.
It's so pretty.
I'll have to listen to it
It's
after
all
this.
these great harmonies in it.
Okay, good.
It's just
And what would be
gorgeous.
the range of beans of that song, do you think?
oh, not many beans.
Not many beans.
Except maybe we might do lots of beans at the end.
Yep. I do like it, like the reckless driving, just like
Yeah.
go full on at the end. I really like
Go
those
a little bit
songs. Yeah,
crazy at
yeah,
the
a little
end.
bit crazy. That sounds like great answers.
Thank you.
That's actually all my questions for you. Is there
Oh.
anything else that you wanted to chat through?
What is there? What else is there to chat about?
I don't know.
What? So who's your favorite?
My favorite. You're
New
interviewing me now.
Zealand- Yeah. Sorry.
No, it's a
Turning
great
it back.
question. Recently, Rita May,
Ooh.
Lily Karen,
Yes.
Park Road.
Oh, I love Park Road.
There's so many. You, obviously.
Oh, thank you.
0800 as well.
I saw them in Dunedin.
Oh, yeah?
They came down for a week
Yeah.
and they played and they were really great.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen them before. And I really like indie folky poppy. That's
Yep.
kind of maybe a little bit sort of in indie rock, surf rock, sort of
Yeah.
around there.
Yeah.
Is where I listen to, where I go to. So it was like different than what I would normally go to.
Yeah.
I was working at the event and I was like, man, I'm very distracted from my
They-
work.
They bring all the energy to
They're
their performances.
really
and there's so many
great.
of them, so you're just like fully engaged the whole
Yeah.
time. They're really good.
They were, yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to see them again. They
Yeah,
were
yeah.
really great.
So good. And what else do you have lined up for 2024?
Hopefully another song
Woo!
in the
awesome.
works. I'd love to do a music video one day.
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows? It's a bit of a mystery to me. I actually have just started playing with a band.
Okay, great.
In Dunedin. We had
Awesome.
our first ever performance on Wednesday.
Oh, congrats.
Thank you.
How did it go?
It was so fun.
Awesome.
They're so great. They're so amazing. I have a violin player. That was the best.
That's really cool.
It was really cool. He's like the little gem.
Yeah. I
of
think
the
that
band.
you don't see that often, having a violin player. But I think
Yeah.
it really adds to the whole
Well,
live performance.
we're doing a cover of Linger by the Cranberries.
Amazing.
And so I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I know. We need a violin. And I knew a violin
Yeah.
player, so
Yeah.
it worked.
So good. Was it Royal Otis who just did a
Yes.
cover of Linger? Loved that.
Love.
I would love to hear your version as well at some point.
Well, if you're
Well,
ever in Dunedin.
Yeah. I'll let you know. That
Hopefully
sounds
I'll
good.
play some shows somewhere, sometime
Nice.
in
Awesome.
Dunedin, maybe in the North Island. Who knows? Venues are
Can
the
be
hard
tricky.
part.
Yeah. No, I think it's just finding the right moment and figuring out having the songs and having a performance sussed and then just go out and do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
I need to do that.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
No worries. Go listen to Becca Caffyn's mini EP Hallways. It's beautiful and amazing and stunning and magical.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for coming on.
Thanks. Thanks for having me.
Woo!